Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to our 1000-day Interloper series. We just got to the cave out of Winding River. We harvested a rabbit, and we're going to make our way to Timberwolf Mountain, so let's get to it. So we are going to have to use a match to get through this cave, which I kind of regret not bringing the storm lantern from Milton, but that's fine. So, I actually don't have any torches, do I? Because I used it. Alright. Actually, we can somewhat navigate this, can't we? But, let's go ahead and start a fire here. Don't want to miss any good loot in the dark. And we get an extra point for fire starting. So let's... have any books that I've read? Okay, so we don't. Let's...
Getting kind of thirsty.
Let's risk it for the biscuit. I'm not too concerned because we will find matches in the mountaineer's hut. If all else fails. But thankfully,
turned out pretty well.
We succeeded. That's serviceable. Okay, that works. Now, we could have used the matches, but that's not... I'm sorry, matches. We could have used the flares, but those should be saved for an emergency. And we'll check all these cairns eventually when we have a lantern, but let's just get through here. Alright. Now I do want to check this spot first. Yeah, there's all these coal back here. Wonderful. Okay, we don't have any spray paint. If we had some spray paint, I would put a searched symbol right here, but it's fine. Now, sometimes there's a deer. Okay, I want to grab these. Yeah, sometimes you can find a deer carcass back here. And if we find that, we are going to start a fire and cook them up, as well as the rabbit meat we have. Ah, there is. Perfect. Alright. Thank you, dear. Or that's a buck, rather. Well, it's a deer, but there's does and bucks now. Okay, that's fine.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Okay, thank you for not failing that. Let's put some sticks down. Alright. that's going. Get half a liter of water. And let's harvest that. He had a lot of meat on him. 1.5 is really good for a ravaged carcass.
I need to find something to drink.
Let's eat that. $51.29. Alright, let's add reclaimed wood to that. Harvest the hide. Alright. Let's eat this. Wonderful. Let's not cook that just yet. We have... Honestly, I don't even need to cook much, do I? Let's just, do that. Eat that. Look at that. Back up to full again. Let's drink this. And let's actually grab a liter of water. Get this on. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind using my hands for this because I mean, why waste tool durability when we can just do it the old-fashioned way? Wonderful. Alright, thank you, dear. And we're gonna take all the coal and dump it at the entrance. Or at least dump most of it. Yeah, grabbed it. I did grab everything. Good. Okay, excellent. Alright, it is approaching midday, so we should be good walking out and about. And we'll check all the cairns at a later time, like I said. So yes, on our plan, the itinerary, our plan is to go to the Signal Hill, then make our way to I don't know, probably go to Skeeter's Ridge, I think, and then from there we will go to the airport, go to the airplane, get all the loot there, swing around to the bunker, and then head to Joplin's bunker. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop all this extra wood. We only really need 7 coal. And let's go. Alright. So there's actually a specific path I want to take as well. Up here. see, it is midday. Nice weather out as well. But we're not getting cold, and we don't really need any more deer skin hides. I mean, we could always use them, but I'd rather get moving while the daylight is well. And honestly, I might just walk past Signal Hill, if I'm being honest. Because it's beautiful weather, and we're not getting cold. But it is on the way, so I might as well. Okay, I've got that. Okay, look at that.
I could use this.
That's really good. We'll drop off the lower condition one at the farmstead. Anything here for us? Sometimes there's food. Ah, there is.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
If we're still at full health before bed, we might eat that and risk food poisoning. Okay, if we were cold, I would actually start a fire here, but we're doing well. We have no need to stop. Not for food, guts, hide. We have all that waiting back for us in the cave when we get back. So we're not going to touch the deer. Just going to take the feathers and keep moving. Again, always might as well pick up sticks when you're going somewhere and you're not over encumbered, because they will be put to use. Now there is a temptation to run while the weather is nice, but I want to stretch the fatigue out as long as we can. Alright, Signal Hill. Alright. Gonna loot what's in here, and then keep moving.
Is it food or?
Okay, we'll definitely take advantage of all of the low condition food we're getting. that. Excellent.
There's got to be something useful in here.
Would you look at that? We don't have to put our tools down anymore. Huh. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. All of a sudden we're getting
Something's got to go.
swarmed in can openers. Okay. Combat boots. Honestly, let's just stick with these.
That'll come in handy.
If we get back here and the boots haven't fallen apart completely, we'll save them, but not too concerned about that right now. Okay, excellent. So we just need 5 scrap metal for this one. Once we start eventually repairing the towers. We are starting to get over encumbered, but not in any pressing danger. Any torches? One more. We're gonna save the last torch. Because there are a lot of wolves out there. Yeah, this might have been too steep of a decision. I'm probably gonna lose this torch
I'm gonna have to
actually.
leave something behind.
Let's get to stable ground. You're telling me this isn't stable? There we go. Right. Yep, we lost it. That's fine. Okay, there's the bear. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about the bear. If there were a bunch of wolves, I'd be more worried, but we should be fine. You know, we are by a 6-burner stove. No, if I had 6 arrows, I would, but no, these 3 are just for personal defense at the moment. We are going to make a pit stop here at the house, though. It's right along the way to Skeeter's Ridge, and we can drop off our saplings, as well as any other stuff we don't need. There is a deer carcass there as well, but it's still pretty decent out, so we're not going to stop for that. So the pain Don't want you guys to listen to that noise, the distortion. Plus, we're gonna probably do some reading before the pain would expire naturally, which, if you're suffering from pain, you can't read. You're too distracted by it. Alright. Jay, look at that. I forgot that this was here.
Too much stuff to carry.
But we don't have a lantern for it. But I might honestly take this. I'm gonna take this with us, actually. Drop one of these books. Drop this. Drop that. Alright. And drop those. Alright, let's go. Just a nice little pit stop like that. Okay, now there are wolves usually around here. Yep, there's one right there. But we're just gonna walk towards the river. Yeah, we'll let them be. We also might need to make tinder plugs. Because we do not... We only have one cattail head left. Or we can just take some here. That works too. But we're actually doing very well on food. I'm honestly surprised at how pleasant the weather has been so far, actually. And at the moment I say that, a strong gust of wind slows us down, but for Interloper, this has been very tame. But I can tell you, as soon as we get to Timberwolf, Ash Canyon, and Black Rock especially, things are gonna change. Now, if we do find any birch saplings on the way, we are taking them with us to the mountaineer's hut. But what's really important is that we found our bedroll. Okay, let's just grab 2 more of these. Start grabbing sticks. Now there are a few wolves around Scooter's Ridge, so if we run into any of them, we will probably just turn around. There's nothing too critical. I'm more interested in the plane crash, but we will still check out Skeeter's Ridge. In all honesty, I didn't expect it to be this nice. I was expecting to have to be sprinting places and taking midday naps, but this is downright pleasant. It's Pleasant Valley is actually living up to its name for once, because if you didn't know, this is the region where you're more likely to get blizzards. Bleak Inlet has the aurora as its main weather, and Pleasant Valley is the blizzard. And just as I start talking about that, the wind seems to be picking up. Oh yeah.
I need to drop something.
So this is too much for a torch. I did not know that Timberwolf packs could be here. Okay, well. Now that is new. I did not know that. I knew they were in, I knew they were in Timberwolf Mountain, obviously, because of the name, but they actually didn't always used to. That's wonderful. They didn't always used to be there, but they added them. But I think as long as we get to the plane and inside the aircraft, we should be fine. Okay. Right. We are gonna drink a cup of coffee. Let's go. I think as long as we can get to the airliner, we'll be fine. Hello? They could just despawn on us. That's interesting. No tools today. And do they like despawn because of the weather? Well, regardless, you can go away. Goodbye. Okay, I'm not going to waste time looking in the overhead bins. I've never found anything.
This
This would have been before the DLC. That would have been incredible, but now with the insulation, it's just scrap material. So how the mighty have fallen. Now I wonder if they're gonna circle around.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
If they are, we're gonna have to deal with them.
I think I can use this.
Let's just take everything. Any deer over there? No, okay. I think we're just gonna head towards Joplin's bunker, to be completely honest. Because that's really what we were looking for. Because I don't trust the wolves not to try and attack me when I'm in the cave. That's amazing. This was absolutely worth it. We'll deal with this when we get to the cave itself. Can we get a fire out of this? This is just for getting the most out of our resources, right? We're gonna have to use a flare. We might as well get a point and fire starting for it. Or at least try for it. Like
Turned
that.
out pretty well.
So let's see if there's anything we can cook. Let's go ahead and cook these tomato soup cans. Yeah. Alright, look at that. Put that there. While we're doing that, let's sort this out. That's gonna stay. These are to stay. This is what we were looking for. And we'll repair that when we get the chance. Let's eat that. Eat that. Take that. Alright, perfect. And the wind has died down. Look at that. I think you can actually walk up here now, which is great. I don't think you used to be able to do that. I actually didn't know. I wonder if that's an Interloper exclusive thing, because on my Stalker playthrough I've never found Timberwolves in Pleasant Valley. They're there in story mode, obviously, but not in just generic survival. Ah, hello again. He didn't like that. Alright, well, let's get a move on then. Yeah. So we are definitely spending the night in Joplin's bunker. Tearing me up. Alright. This bedroll is nice.
Could end up being useful.
Okay. There we go. Okay, that solved that problem. Unfortunately, though, we are going to have to recover. But that's not too big of a deal. We're just going to have to hold off on the dog food. Which is fine. We are really slow. Let's just use the last of it. Let's drop this. Let's see if we can do it.
Something's making me feel really tired.
Okay, we are as slow as molasses now, but we should be fine. I know there are wolves nearby, but we do have our torch. The audio just cut out. I don't know if you heard that.
Something's gotta go.
Okay, excellent. Let's drop this. And all of these. and I am well aware that I still have the infection risk rising. But I want to get this out of the way first. Okay, so let's this away. This is why we always have 2 wound dressings on us. So let's see. That. Where is that? Okay. Let's rip this up. Alright, so now let's drink some birch bark. They must have not have done clothing damage, thankfully. No, they didn't. Let's repair this, if we can. Okay, thank you for not failing. Okay, it's still pretty low quality. We'll wear that. Honestly, the 0.5 kilograms is not... It will be worth it eventually, but right now, let's not worry about that. I'll take that, just hold on to for now. Okay, so the dog food is out of the question now. Let's see if we can harvest this with a knife. Okay, excellent. Okay, perfect. So let's go right here. You know, I don't know if we can repair this. Yeah, I didn't think so. But what we can do is retire our cotton toque. Thank you for your service. And this would have been unforgivable before the DLC, but the ear wool wrap is pretty much worthless now with the insulation. Back in the day, that would have been, ooh, that would have been bad, but not anymore. Okay, well, we're just... You know, I don't want to rip up... I love this sweater. I don't want to even rip it up. Let's... What do we have that's weighted? Okay, let's put that down. Hold on to that. Yes. But we'll probably find a cooking pot somewhere. And then drop fresh pelt. Okay, we're all good there. Let's moonwalk our way back to the bed. Let's write in our notes. Didn't even check those. Towers. Tower materials needed. PV. All we need is 5 scrap metal. Mountain Town. Battery. Maybe 5 scrap metal. And I think the wires and I'll just leave it at that. dropped everything. Let's eat. Doing good. Let's get our 10 hours of sleep. On Stalker, you can do 12 hours of sleep, but yeah, Interloper, 10 is the max, and it's about 32% health. So we got that in our system. Let's eat 5 cattails. And then we might stay here a day as well. Okay, let's drink this.
I'm not sure I can carry much
I do
more.
want to step outside. If there is clear weather out, we will start a fire and boil water while we read. Do I need that? No, we're pretty good on fuel, actually. Ah, look at that. Perfect. Doesn't even matter that it's cold out. Okay, I don't even want to lure the wolves up here. Let's just start a fire. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, that's tragic. Look at that. That's absolutely heart-wrenching. Okay, well, instead of that, we will just harvest this. Go back into the bunker. Heartbreaking. Go back into the bunker and chill out there. Just drop
Too much stuff to carry.
these. Perfect. And let's actually start crafting these. I thought you needed 4 cured guts for this. Okay. Let's craft these 2.5 hours. Oof, that's not good. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this off. Skin bits. Alright, perfect. Look at that. Wonderful. Alright, so let's drop this. Drop that. And let's go outside. And we'll do a bunch of reading. And it's actually warm enough now. I'm debating. You know what? Let's do it. Fur is really efficient burning. 375. I'll just do this. It's fine. Why don't we pick up another one while we're at it? Alright, excellent. Yep, that's fine. Now we're just gonna chill out in here.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so let's start this fire, get a long fire going, and just keep reading, getting our cabin fever risk down, because we are gonna need that risk down when we're navigating through Ash Canyon. We are gonna want that risk going.
That's done.
Alright. Okay, let's add these, that. Sharpen that. Okay, eat that. Perfect. Let's cook some pancakes. That's going. That's a bit long for what we need. But that isn't. Perfect. Alright, wonderful. I think we can sneak in. I misclicked that, dang it. Well, we kind of wasted that birch bark. Guess we didn't really waste it because we still get a cooking point out of it, but yeah. Ah, we missed it. See, you have to be fast with cooking. Cooking 3 is like the last time where you can do this before it boils. Yeah, look at that, 4 minutes. Alright.
Sunset. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Okay, excellent. Let's just grab all this.
If I can drop any of this gear.
Alright. Let's cook this. These are the last of the pancakes for now. Take that. Okay, wonderful. Perfect. Thank you for that. And I just want to get this book done so we can get the weight off our back. Yeah, if you're ever in a situation like this, you might as well be boiling water. Then we're probably going to get I knew I heard something. Okay, so we aren't entirely safe. I realize that now. Mr. Wolf stays over there, we'll be just fine.
Something's making me feel tired.
I'm gonna take these off because I don't want it to lose condition, because you can actually lose condition even though we're sheltered. Let's get some water going. Yeah, if we didn't have that cabin fever risk, I probably would have kept going, but since that wasn't the case,
Too heavy.
I'm gonna take this. That there. Let's go. I did not intend on that surviving the blizzard winds, but okay. I will take it. Alright. I actually just wanted these to use as sticks. Cabin fever risk is significantly subdued, so now we can let's sharpen this, and we're gonna sleep for 10 hours, and that'll put us right here And we're probably just gonna run straight into Ash Canyon, actually. Alright. So we still have the can opener. Look at that. Huh, okay. I'll take it. Now let's sleep for 10 hours.
I'm too tired to think straight.
And we're gonna be running a lot. Alright. Okay, take these. Leave these two.
So thirsty I can't think straight.
That should be fine by the time we get back. Drop these. Actually, we'll take them until they become an issue. Now it's going to be significantly colder on the mountaintop than what it is here in Pleasant Valley, but that's fine. Yeah, let's take these. Yeah, we are pretty prepared for this, so we shouldn't have any issues getting from A to B, but we will be picking up as many sticks as possible on the way, especially for the Mountaineer's Hut. When you get the roof patched up and you have double bearskin coats, everything, you'll probably be fine, but with lower insulation values like this, and we don't have cold fusion, the feet, if we don't have a fire at night when we sleep, if we sleep in long intervals, we very well might freeze to death. So we can't let that happen. So grabbing all the sticks we can will help us get through the night. But we're not staying at the Mountaineer's Hut for the night. We are dropping stuff off, heading to the engine, or the wing, rather, and getting the stuff out of there, and then going into Ash Canyon. Brain risk isn't a big deal. So when we get to Ash Canyon, there's going to be one of two ways we can go. If the rope by the Homesteader's Respite is there, we'll take that. And then we will probably go up and around towards Miner's Folly. If it's not there, we will have to go through
I need to drop something.
Angler's Den up through the Wolf's Nests area. I call it the Wolf's Nest because there's like 4 different wolves on the way to the cave that leads up to the upper levels. But we'll have to see. But I do have a plan for either route to take. Okay, we'll try and avoid fights with wolves like the one over there, if we can avoid it. But I do want this birch bark as well. Can also be one around here. The small hills like this are very dangerous. Just grabbing all these. Because we will be using them all. Okay, we're looking good. We're actually doing really warm. Now, when we go over there to get the container, we will have to be very careful we don't attract the attention of the cougar, who is right next to it. The cougar sees us, we're bouncing. Do not. We can start a fire. Okay, that's good to know. This is the climber's journal. He went to go investigate, and unfortunately for him, he never came back.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
But there. Okay, down vest. Not too useful, but matches are the real prize. And then let's put 60, look at that, 60 sticks right there. That's like 7 hours. That's a night's survival worth of fuel. Alright. And we're going to put all these feathers in here. Guts. 5 of these. 6 of those. I'll hold on to those just in case. But I am going to drop these because I know that the container where we're going has what we're looking for. Okay. Ah, yes, and 89%. I don't think we need the hacksaw or the repair tools. And if we find one in Ash Canyon, we'll use it, but I'd rather have it here. Don't need that. Take that. Put that there. We have our tools. Take that. That's a big piece of birch bark. Alright, let's go. I have no interest in carrying these now, but we'll refresh the spawn timers by moving them. Alright. Now that I think about it, all this firewood probably wasn't necessary, but actually I know it wasn't necessary. Let's put this in the fishing hut. So we're gonna find coal.
Thank goodness.
I thought that was a fire starter, but that's great too. We don't need to use our more important tools durability just for that. Okay, put that here. Keep one for emergency. Do we have any of these? We don't. Okay. Just have to remember that there's fire starting stuff, or fuel, in the fishing hut. Okay, yep, there's the bear. Thought I just heard the cougar. Cougar's up north, if that is north, up that way. And this is a major wolf zone as well. Oh, did you look at that storm lantern? Okay, let's get in, get out.
Where's the good stuff?
Yeah, I was right. Perfect. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, now let's head up to Echo Point East, I think. Okay, pretty light on our feet. Yeah, is it too late for a fire? It is. That's fine. It's not that huge of a deal, it's just I could have made some peach pie, which we have no choice, we will do anyways. Okay, there are ptarmigans, which is great. We only need the one. Let's not get greedy. What's our bow at? 97%. So you must only lose 1% when shooting a fire-hardened arrow, which is nice. But let's get down from here. Oh, you sneaky, sneaky bear. That's actually good though. Do we have any charcoal on us? Okay, well, while he's looking to come up to us, let's see if there's anything to write down. It's coming along. Can we sharpen anything? Not really. Bet the bear should have moved enough for us to make our escape. Okay, we're good. At least from the bear, the wolves might be coming from the left here.
Feels like night is coming.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna start a fire on the fishing hut's stove. Cook up some fatigue raising pies. Harvest the ptarmigan. And then climb up or through the ravine and get to the angler's den. We'll have to see which way we will go. Almost overload. Look at all these fur limbs. That's... And we were well rested. I would cut one of them down for the firewood, but we don't need to. There's the moose, because of course they're ready. Don't want any trouble. I'd rather have the flare out, because I know there are wolves in this area.
All I could think about is food.
Maybe they're not out. It's fine by me. Okay, moment of truth. There is a rope. Okay, perfect. we don't have much of a choice. So we are gonna have to, or do we? I don't know if this is safe to sleep in, actually. I'm not gonna risk it. Let's just use the match.
Come on. Come on. That did it.
Okay, excellent. What should we cook? Not that just yet. Let's get... honestly, let's just get some water. I don't... This is where getting all the sticks comes in handy. Okay, perfect. Okay, 14 minutes, huh? Alright, anything we can drop here? No, I want to use these for pies. Although... no, it's more efficient to do that. Perfect. Alright, that works out great. Okay, we will take that. Cook us up some ptarmigan. While that's going, I'm gonna pluck a feather. And by feather, it's not really a feather, it's more of like a suitable clump of down.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Thank you for your life, ptarmigan. It will not be in vain. Okay, let's cook these. And then we can add sticks. 57 minutes, perfect. Okay, excellent. Okay, now we're gonna eat these. I think we can make it now. Let's...
need a drink.
We have enough water. Let's just take some torches. Not that one. Perfect. Drink some of that. Okay, let's go. Now, if there wasn't a rope here, what we would have done is probably start the fire, completely harvest the ptarmigan, eat all the pies, and then walk towards the angler's den, and maybe, if the weather stayed nice, walk all the way to the cave. But since we have this, we're gonna get to half of our stamina, and we're gonna come here, and we should be able to make this on half of a fatigue meter. If we were at a quarter, there's no way we could have done this without crampons, but as you can see, because of that, the drain is really exponential in the sense that the more tired you are, the longer you'll take, right? So 6 hours of rest is a lot different than 3 hours, and actually, let's drop this. That way we can drop it without scaring them. Can't see. Okay. Thank you for your life, ptarmigan. I don't want to be too greedy. But since we have killed another ptarmigan, we can harvest the meat and continue this flame and keep it, start another fire in here. And a book. Perfect. And look at that, combat pants, that's what we were looking for. Before we do anything, let's start this fire. Now, I love the safe house update. I really love it. It's an incredible addition.
That did it.
The only thing is I wish there was like a masonry component where we could build our own fireplaces like this. That would be... Obviously, you would need to attach it to the outside of the building in a creative way, which is a huge undertaking. But it would just be absolutely incredible.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Okay, we'll take that. Should we cook? Let's just get water going. Harvest this. Tomato soup, wood matches, firewood.
I can always use more food.
Dog food. We will probably eat the dog food, I think, in case we get sick. So many books that we don't need. Ooh, Mackinac. That's amazing. Absolutely incredible. Double Mackinac is outstanding. Okay, and a mountaineering rope, which we don't actually need, but it's good to know. Okay, I think that's everything. So let's toss that. Eat that. 27, 34, perfect. Let's get the last feather. Last clump of down, rather. Okay. Eat this. Did we hit cooking 4? No, we didn't. Oh, the ptarmigan must be more dense than the rabbit meat. Unless I'm looking at it wrong. Okay, let's place this here. I do want to cook a tin of coffee. Perfect. Now let's take this. I believe that's everything, so we can just walk out the door the next day. Yeah. That's not worth it, but just drop that.
Water.
Drop that. Thank you, jeans. And we can harvest that. So let's first harvest this. feathers back, or a feather back. Let's harvest this. And I think we can eat this dog food. Okay. Let's get rid of the heavier stuff first, as always. Now, this is dead weight, but if we find a cooking pot, which I'm sure we will, it'll be very useful. Get these cans here. Don't need to sharpen anything. We can't sew, it's too dark. What we can do is harvest this guy, which we will do. I'm gonna sleep for 10 hours, probably be around here.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
And we'll be good. Let's just get some sleep, make sure there's nothing to cure. Excellent. Let's get our 10 hours. Maybe 9. Let's do 9. We're gonna be at full health anyways, and then we can eat the pie when we wake up to have full meter. But that's gonna have to end it here for now. We have made it from Winding River to Ash Canyon, and it sounds like there's a blizzard out actually, so that'll be a nice start to the next episode. But our next goal is to make it to the gold mine and get the crampons and technical backpack, which the technical backpack's the real deal. And then we're gonna make our way out to the top level of Timberwolf and then towards the summit. That'll have to be for the next episode.
I would drink almost anything about now.
I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.